And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception picked off by Casey Hayward. And the return will actually lose 11 yards, but they get the interception. They have the football. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa.
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Wilson going to give to Rolls. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Now it's Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Shift together here from the D-line. Now the 4th-year man from Texas A&M, Christian Michael. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help in run support. He's going to arrive and in a bad mood.
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Here's this, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson taking it in. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And now a critical extra point attempt here. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Here's Rivers going underneath for Gordon. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Rivers now. Flush to his right. And right side, Henry's got it.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Set, hey.
Rivers on first down. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Three yards left to grab here on third down. One man in the backfield is Gordon. Third and short yardage. Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taken in at the 11. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And possession will switch here as this offense will come on deep in their own territory. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he's brought down. 12 yards. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing now is Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Thomas Rawls there. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
Second down now after the incompletion. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's Wilson. Going to Rawls on the dump off. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Well, time not on their side here. In fact, a lot going against them. They do have a small glimmer of hope.
No one likes to play extra football. They want to go for the win right now.
And now here's a sneak, maybe looking to run a little time. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. This time Wilson will throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum. I see an extra DB on the field now for San Diego.
Yeah, indeed. Now Wilson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It's the former Seahawk, Brandon Mebane, in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. And now San Diego getting set to go. Tie game, probably time for one final play here. What do you do in this spot?
Now you're thinking about Hail Mary. You've got to find a way to heave it all the way towards the end zone and give yourself a chance. Your time management sheet tells you with this amount left on the clock, you don't get cute and try and get 2 plays, because if you try that, that's all you're going to get is 1, and it won't be a 1 towards the end zone.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now San Diego getting set to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Oh, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So